Let's talk about something we all yearn for: authentic love. The kind that doesn't just fill a void, but builds bridges, lights up dark corners, and feels like home. Today, I want to explore what it truly means for a man to love you deeply. Love is not just about grand gestures or poetic declarations. At its core, love is found in vulnerability, trust, and consistency. When a man loves you deeply, it's not just in what he does, but in what he says, and more importantly, how he says it. There are 5 key phrases that reveal a man's depth of love. These words aren't just sweet nothings, they're evidence of emotional presence, commitment, and an open heart. Let's explore them together. Love is rooted in vulnerability, trust, and emotional presence. It's not the fleeting thrill of a romantic gesture or the surface-level warmth of kind words. It's deeper than that. Vulnerability is where love truly begins. It's the courage to show up as you are, imperfect, unpolished, and real. When someone opens their heart to you, letting you see their fears, doubts, and dreams, they're offering you something sacred. A man who loves you deeply isn't afraid of this kind of openness. He'll let you see the cracks, the places he's still healing, because he trusts you with his whole self. And that trust is what binds 2 people together. Trust isn't built in a single moment. It's earned over time through consistency, honesty, and showing up even when it's hard. It's knowing that when he says he's there for you, he means it. And when you confide in him, he'll hold your words with care. In this trust, love finds a steady foundation, but love doesn't stop there. Emotional presence is the glue that holds it all together. It's the ability to be fully there with you in the moment without distractions or barriers. When a man loves you deeply, he'll make you feel like you're the only person in the room. He won't just hear your words, he'll tune into the emotions behind them. He'll notice the slight shift in your tone, the look in your eyes, or the weight in your silence. Being emotionally present means creating a safe space where you feel seen, heard, and valued. It's in these small, everyday moments when he remembers what matters to you, when he notices what you need without you having to ask, that love becomes tangible. True love grows in this intersection of vulnerability, trust, and presence. It's not about being perfect or always getting it right. It's about showing up wholeheartedly, staying open, and choosing each other moment by moment. Listening deeply is an act of love. It shows respect and care. It's more than just hearing words. It's about being fully present, giving your undivided attention, and tuning in to what's being said and what's left unsaid. When someone listens deeply, they're saying, "You matter to me." A man who loves you deeply will want to understand you. He won't interrupt or rush to offer solutions. Instead, he'll create space for you to share, to process, and to feel heard. His focus will be on you, your emotions, your needs, your experiences. He'll ask questions that go beyond the surface. What are you feeling? How can I support you? What do you need from me right now? These questions show he's not just listening for a reply, he's listening to connect. Deep listening also means paying attention to the things you don't always put into words. It's noticing the slight catch in your voice when you're upset. It's recognizing the way your shoulders slump when you're carrying too much. It's being attuned to the little things that reveal how you're truly feeling. And when he listens deeply, he doesn't just hear, he remembers. He remembers the stories you've told him, the fears you've shared, and the dreams you've trusted him with. Because to him, your words are not just noise, they're pieces of you. Listening deeply isn't always easy. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to put aside distractions. But when someone listens in this way, it transforms the relationship. It builds trust and creates a bond that goes beyond words. It's in these moments of connection that love is truly felt. Because being heard isn't just about words, about being seen, valued, and understood. And there's no greater act of love than that. Owning mistakes and apologizing is a sign of emotional maturity. It takes courage to admit when you're wrong. It's not easy to look someone in the eye and say, "I messed up." But when a man loves you deeply, he won't let pride stand in the way of your connection. He understands that mistakes are inevitable, but how he handles them defines the strength of your relationship. An apology isn't just about saying the words, "I'm sorry." It's about taking responsibility for the hurt caused. It's about acknowledging your feelings without defensiveness or excuses. He won't minimize what you're feeling or try to shift the blame. Instead, he'll meet you with humility and sincerity. When he apologizes, it's not just to smooth things over or end an argument. It's because he values the trust between you and wants to rebuild it. A heartfelt apology says, "I see the impact of my actions and I want to make it right." It's a commitment to do better, to learn, and to grow together. Owning mistakes also means being willing to listen. He'll hear you out, even when it's uncomfortable, because your perspective matters to him. He'll seek to understand how his actions affected you instead of brushing past the issue. This kind of accountability fosters a deeper connection. It shows that he's invested not just in being right, but in being real. And it's in these vulnerable moments when he lets his guard down and admits his flaws that trust is strengthened. Because you know his love isn't built on perfection. It's built on effort, honesty, and a willingness to grow. A man who owns his mistakes shows you that he values the relationship more than his ego. It's a sign that he's emotionally present, self-aware, and committed to making things work. And in that humility, love finds room to thrive. Supporting your partner's goals is a reflection of genuine partnership. It's not just about cheering from the sidelines. It's about actively showing up and investing in their dreams as if they're your own. A man who loves you deeply understands that your goals are a part of who you are. He doesn't feel threatened by your ambitions. He celebrates them. When you share your aspirations with him, he listens with genuine interest. He wants to know what drives you, what lights you up, and what challenges you face. And when you doubt yourself, he becomes your steady voice of encouragement. You can do this. I believe in you. How can I help? These aren't just words to him, they're commitments. Supporting your goals means being present in the journey, not just applauding the outcome. It's in the small acts helping you prepare, giving you space when you need to focus, or simply reminding you why you started. A genuine partner doesn't compete with your dreams. He recognizes that when you thrive, the relationship thrives too. Your victories are his victories. Your growth is his joy. But true support also means standing by you during setbacks. He won't let you face failures alone. Instead, he'll be there to remind you that one stumble doesn't define the path ahead. He'll help you dust yourself off and keep going. This kind of partnership isn't about control or obligation. It's about a choice to uplift each other, to inspire each other, and to build a life where both of you feel fulfilled. A man who supports your goals isn't just showing love. He's showing respect for your individuality. He sees you as an equal, as someone with your own dreams and purpose. And in that respect, love grows deeper. Because genuine partnership is about more than sharing a life. It's about helping each other become the best version of yourselves. Affirming someone's worth builds confidence and security in the relationship. It's a way of saying, I see you. I value you. You matter to me. A man who loves you deeply understands the power of these affirmations. He knows that love isn't just about how he feels, it's about how he makes you feel about yourself. When he tells you you are enough, he's not just offering a compliment. He's reassuring you that you don't need to prove anything to him. You don't need to be perfect or meet unrealistic expectations. He loves you for who you are, your strengths, your quirks, and even the parts of yourself you're still learning to embrace. Affirming your worth isn't just about words, though. It's in the way he treats you with respect, kindness, and admiration. It's in the way he notices the things that make you unique, the way he celebrates your victories, big or small, the way he reassures you during moments of self-doubt. He reminds you of your value when you forget it yourself. And in doing so, he creates a safe space where you can grow. When you feel affirmed, you feel secure in the relationship. You're not constantly questioning his feelings or your place in his life. You know you're loved and appreciated just as you are. This kind of security is the foundation of a healthy partnership. It allows you to show up authentically without fear of judgment or rejection. It fosters trust, connection, and mutual respect. And it deepens the bond between you. Affirmations aren't just about making someone feel good in the moment. They're about building something lasting. Because when someone takes the time to remind you of your worth, it changes the way you see yourself. It helps you believe in your own value. And in that belief, love has the chance to flourish. Unconditional presence demonstrates love's strength and resilience. It's not about being there only during the good times, when everything feels light and easy. It's about staying when life gets messy, when the weight of the world feels unbearable, and when showing up requires effort. A man who loves you deeply will offer you his presence, no matter the circumstances. When you're joyful, he'll celebrate with you. When you're broken, he'll sit with you in the silence, offering his quiet support. He doesn't need to fix everything or have all the answers. He simply chooses to stay. Unconditional presence means being there without conditions, without expecting something in return. It's saying, I am here for you, not because it's convenient or easy, but because I care. This kind of love isn't afraid of challenges. When life throws its storms, he'll stand by you, even when the path ahead is unclear. He won't turn away when you're at your lowest. Instead, he'll walk beside you, reminding you that you're not alone. Unconditional presence is about patience. It's listening when you need to talk, even if the words come slowly. It's giving you space when you need it without taking your distance personally. It's understanding that love isn't always about doing, it's about being fully present, being steady, being a safe harbor when everything else feels uncertain. This kind of presence builds trust. It shows you that you can lean on him, not just in the moments of joy, but also in the moments of fear, doubt, and pain. It's in these moments that love proves its strength, not by solving problems or removing obstacles, but by enduring them together. Unconditional presence is a promise to be there no matter what life brings, and in that promise, love finds its resilience. Words carry weight, they reflect a person's inner feelings. They are more than just sounds or letters strung together. They hold meaning, intention, and emotion. When someone speaks, they offer a glimpse into their heart, their mind, and their soul. A man who loves you deeply understands this truth. He chooses his words carefully, knowing they have the power to uplift or wound. When he says, "I love you," it's not just a habit or a routine phrase. It's a deliberate expression of his feelings. He says it because he means it, because he wants you to know that you're cherished. But love isn't only spoken in grand declarations. It's also found in the everyday words that build connection. How was your day? Are you okay? I'm proud of you. These small phrases carry the weight of care, attention, and respect. A man who loves you doesn't use words to manipulate or hurt. He understands the scars that harsh words can leave behind. Even in anger, he chooses to speak with kindness because he values your trust and your feelings. Words can also heal. When you're feeling unsure or vulnerable, the right words can bring comfort and strength. I'm here for you. You're not alone. You're incredible just the way you are. These words, spoken with sincerity, have the power to calm fears and restore confidence. But it's not only about what he says. It's about how he says it. The tone of his voice, the look in his eyes, the way he pauses to ensure you're truly listening, all these things reveal his genuine emotions. Words have energy. They leave an imprint. And when spoken from a place of love, they can build bridges, create safety, and deepen intimacy. A man who values you will use his words to show it, because he knows that what he says and how he says it matters. In his words, you'll feel his love, his respect, and his unwavering commitment to you. These 5 phrases aren't just words, they're commitments in action. They go beyond fleeting moments or surface-level gestures. Each phrase carries intention, depth, and a promise of follow-through. When a man says, "I'm here for you," it's more than a statement. It's a vow to show up, no matter what. It means being present in your joy and your pain, offering support when you need it most. It's not just about saying the words, it's about being there in the moments that truly matter. When he says, "I'm sorry," it's not just an apology, it's accountability. It's a recognition of the hurt caused and a willingness to make things right. It's a commitment to learn, grow, and ensure that his actions reflect the love he feels for you. When he tells you you're incredible, he's not just giving a compliment. He's affirming your worth, celebrating your unique qualities, and reminding you of the light you bring to his life. It's a pledge to always see and appreciate you for who you are. When he asks, "How can I support you?" it's not just a question, it's an offer of partnership. It's his way of saying that your dreams, struggles, and aspirations matter to him. He's ready to walk beside you, to lift you up, and to invest in your journey. And when he says, "I love you," it's not just a declaration. It's a living, breathing commitment to honor, respect, and cherish you. It's not about saying the right thing in the moment. It's about embodying those words in the way he treats you every day. These phrases are actions in disguise. They're a reflection of his character, his priorities, and the depth of his feelings. A man who truly loves you doesn't just say these things. He shows them through his consistency, his effort, and his unwavering presence. Because love is not just spoken, it's lived. Authentic love is consistent and visible in small, everyday moments. It's not always about grand gestures or dramatic displays. True love is found in the little things, the daily acts that show care, attention, and devotion. When a man loves you deeply, he doesn't wait for a special occasion to remind you that you matter. He shows it every day, in the simplest of ways. It's in the way he makes you coffee in the morning without being asked. The way he sends you a message just to check in, even when he's busy. It's in the soft touch of his hand when you're walking together, just to remind you he's there. These small gestures speak volumes. They show you that he's thinking of you, even when life gets hectic. A man who truly loves you will prioritize your needs, even in the midst of his own. He'll listen to you with undivided attention, not because he has to, but because he genuinely wants to understand you. Authentic love shows up when he notices the little things, how you take your coffee, what makes you laugh, what lifts your spirits when you're down. It's in the consistency of his actions day in and day out. Love isn't a fleeting emotion that fades with time. It's something that grows and strengthens through the small moments that build connection. A hug after a long day, a reassuring word when you're feeling unsure, or a shared smile in a quiet moment. These are the moments that create a deep, lasting bond. Authentic love doesn't demand attention. It earns it through the everyday choices that show you're valued. It's the way he takes the time to make you feel seen, heard, and understood, no matter how busy or tired he may be. Love isn't about perfection. It's about presence. And in those quiet, everyday moments, love is consistently visible, because it's in the routine, the ordinary, and the seemingly insignificant moments that love reveals its true strength. A deeply loving relationship is a sanctuary where both partners feel valued and safe. It's a place where vulnerability is met with understanding, not judgment. You can show up as you are, flaws, fears, and all, and still feel accepted. A sanctuary is a space of trust where both partners feel free to be their authentic selves. It's where you can express your thoughts and emotions without fear of criticism. It's where disagreements don't turn into attacks but are handled with respect and care. In this safe space, love isn't conditional. It's not about proving your worth or meeting expectations. It's about knowing that, no matter what happens, you are loved and valued. A deeply loving relationship means knowing your partner sees you for who you are, not just for what you do or how you make them feel, but for your soul, your essence. In this kind of love, both partners protect and nurture each other. They create a space where both can grow, knowing that they are supported and held. It's in the way they make each other feel safe to be vulnerable. When one partner is hurting, the other is there to listen, comfort, and offer support. When you feel overwhelmed, your partner becomes a source of calm and reassurance. A loving relationship is where kindness is the default, where empathy is a constant, and where both people know that they are important. In this sanctuary, both partners feel seen, heard, and understood. There's no need to hide behind walls or wear masks. It's a place where trust is built and strengthened over time, where each person can be their true self, without fear of being dismissed or abandoned. A deeply loving relationship is more than just a connection, it's a refuge. It's where both partners can rest, heal, and grow together. It's a foundation of love, respect, and unwavering support. And in this safe space, love becomes a force that nurtures and sustains both hearts. In a deeply loving relationship, both partners are not just surviving, but thriving. They create a space where love, trust, and understanding flourish, where each person feels secure enough to be themselves. This sanctuary becomes a source of strength and peace, a place where both hearts can rest, heal, and grow together. True love isn't perfect. It's not about never having disagreements or challenges. It's about how you show up for each other in those moments, how you continue to choose love, kindness, and respect. A relationship built on deep love is a constant journey of understanding, support, and growth. So when you are in the presence of such love, nurture it, cherish it, and never take for granted the safety and security that it provides. Because in the end, this love, the kind that is real, consistent, and rooted in vulnerability, is the kind of love that lasts. It is a sanctuary that holds you both, no matter what life brings.